A while back, I wrote 2 blogs in support of Bill Cosby. The initial reason I defended him was not necessarily to denounce the allegations, but because what we were allowing to happen via the media, I felt, was socially wrong and irresponsible. From a legal perspective, we were being maneuvered away from rights for all into blind deference and benefit of the doubt handed over to accusers. Even if Cosby was guilty as sin, there was something sinister and not quite right about what I was seeing play out in the news. I know very well that the people that supported these women were very well intentioned because they believed the allegations. But what was being done was all wrong, unconstitutional, and the energy was all wrong. I'm pretty sure very few people agree with me, but whether you like it or not, I am still 100% right about this, and it doesn't matter who else agrees. These media circuses should not be taking place in a country with laws. Additionally, from a legal perspective, this was a blatant violation of constitutional rights and a complete disregard for the justice system protocol. As the weeks and months went on and on with Cosby being completely demolished and lynched in the press, my stance did not change because I knew the truth and withheld judgment. But my resolve to defend Cosby did change. Without a trial, evidence, or a conviction in court, Bill Cosby is now a despised and convicted serial rapist via the kangaroo court of public opinion. Because of the blogs I had written, there were many supporters, but of course, I received a backlash. Every now and then, I received a scathing private message from an angry subscriber letting me have it. As expected, none of these people really knew anything about any of these women, or the details, or the fact that the vast majority of these women don't even have rape cases. The people that angrily came after me subscribed to the corporate media embellished narrative of Cosby's guilt and stopped by my page to suggest that I should be ashamed to have defended a monster over the victims. So no, I did not concede, but I just dropped the issue and stopped talking about it because honestly, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. In this day and age, unfortunately, you just can't get people to think independently, reserve judgment, and respect their own laws. So I just let it go. Everybody was on the same page about Cosby. Until now.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Apparently, something has been going on in this country that they're not reporting about in the major news media. But it turns out what I originally wrote about was absolutely correct. A lot of these women are lying and they're getting caught left and right all over the country. It's actually becoming kind of a movement of sorts. What's been happening that the news media is not telling you is that in the case of quite a few of these women, they have friends and or family that have been coming forward to expose the fact that they were in fact lying about their Cosby story. And the very interesting thing is that the major news networks are not touching it. The truth goes against the narrative they've been trying to build and the story they're trying to sell. Behind the scenes, these people trying to expose this keep coming forth in the droves nonetheless. In addition to this, there are a lot of professionals, lawyers, psychologists, therapists, and physicians who are beginning to weigh into the fact that a lot of these women are not manifesting the behavioral patterns of true victims. They're behaving more like opportunists. They're making t-shirts, they're trying to get book deals, they're going on talk shows, TV shows, and accepting money and offers all over the country. There's something very off about a lot of these women, what they've been doing and what they're saying. In addition to all of that, there are smaller networks and journalists and bloggers who are starting to come forward because they actually caught them lying. Some of these networks and people and journalists have been trying to contact the major networks with the proof that some of these women were lying, But the major networks are exposing an agenda to keep this information hidden. Here's what's been happening. A lot of these women are hiring publicists. They're going on radio shows, talk shows, and all sorts of shows all over the country. And in doing this, some of them have been slipping up and forgetting what they previously stated, and they've been getting caught live on air in lies. Whether the majors want this or not, this is about to go down. I make no mistake, Bill Cosby was definitely a Hollywood womanizer, notorious, and he went after the ladies. But what you were made to believe on top of that was not the truth. Bill Cosby is on an enemy out list, which is why you are hearing from all these random women with inconsistent stories right now. And more people are beginning to realize this. A lawyer by the name of Steve, who also left a comment under one of my Cosby blogs that I'll leave the links to below, shared a lot of information that expose a lot of these women as liars. I mean, it's colossal and it's obvious. He had statements that they said prior, admitting that they weren't raped, but yet later on TV they said they were. It's just really awesome stuff. Another lawyer by the name of Michelle shared some information proving that not only were a lot of these women lying, but many of these women also are masquerading to be quote-unquote Cosby victims, when if you actually look up what they've stated, they were never even raped by Cosby. They just have exaggerated claims of being touched or grabbed, or he came onto them. And a lot of these women are walking on the TV crying and patting other victims on the back, when the vast majority of these women don't even have rape cases. It's just nonsense that would never even make court. In addition to all of that, I was contacted by a representative from the New Nation of Islam, and its leader, the Son of Man, interviewed a lot of the Cosby victims, including Gloria Allred. In his live interviews, he's caught some of them in lies, live on air in his radio show, and he has the video footage of it that I will share with you. The Son of Man has been posting videos about this ever since. There is a whole community of people, professionals, bloggers, journalists, who are all sharing this information as you watch this right now. In this video, I am going to show you all of it. Because we allowed this, because we don't think and we don't stand by our morals or laws, we may be witnessing one of the biggest mass media deceptions and character assassinations of all time. Let's take a deeper look at some of these women.